Here is the second game between JonSlow and DauT on Arena preparation matches for Wobbly Arena Seasonal. We have JonSlow as the Franks, DauT as Saracens. And this game is going to be interesting, and it's not going to be a short one as far as I remember. I've seen parts of these games. Now from the tier list, I think Franks were tier 2 and Saracens definitely were not. So on paper, JonSlow might have the better civilization, but I'm not really sure. Are they really that much better in this 1v1 matchup, in this specific matchup? Because in general, I guess Franks should do better than Saracens on Arena against other civilizations. But in this one, this could be an interesting one. Saracens have a lot of options to counter Franks and vice versa, I guess. You can't really go Paladins against Saracens, their camels are too strong. So let's find out how this game is gonna go here. Start with DauT, who has, what, a second gold safe in the back, extra gold. A little bit trapped in the forest, but safe in the back. He may find those later on, I hope at least. Second gold safe in the back as well, so DauT's map actually not bad. Main gold on the side, not too far forward. I think he should be able to protect that if he's getting rushed. Main stone on the far side forward, second stone forward outside, but again on the weak side, on the far side, still shouldn't be a big problem. And 4 deer outside. Terra is scouting already. Is he thinking about a trush? It's possible, I hope not, but yeah, never know. Damn, I hate fever acting up again. We have Terror with a second gold safe in the back, a third gold safe in the back as well, but the main gold forward, the main stone forward and the second stone forward outside, so we might see a trush from DauT actually again, also possible. Look at this is actually not looking bad. It's looking bad for JonSlow. Could easily wall this, that would be really nice to see a wall of here towards the main stone. And one more tile towards the second stone, sorry. One really close to his base, another really quite close to his base as well. 4 deer inside, which I guess he should lure in. Terra is not going for trush, as you can see, he's got a lot of villages queued up here. Another relic in the neutral zone, one more here, extra gold here on the right hand side, and an extra stone on the left. There is the last relic, I think we've seen all of them. Is it possible? Yes, DauT with the relic disadvantage, but I think doesn't really come to the relic positions here, because as you can see, DauT is clicked up to feudal age, gonna be the 9:33, so a little bit late compared to the optimal time, but it's still gonna be in a good time here. And we're gonna see a tower rush defense for JonSlow and a tower rush potentially with an arch range this time for DauT, because he's gone for a barracks last time but didn't add anything. No stable, no archer range. I was a little bit disappointed to see that, to be honest. Now Terra knows about the trush coming in. He knows both stones are forward and partly outside. Going for barracks himself. It's clicked up to feudal age. Gonna be there in just before 12 minutes, luring the third of 4 deer in, I think. And now DauT is going to be able to go in and try to do some damage. JonSlow is well on his way towards clicking up to Castle Age. He should be able to get the foot in. He's got a problem with gold here, but might go with the market and just try to go from there on. I think Terra should shoot that deer. Yes, that's good. And Terra might need to buy some stone to get safety here, because without stones in the back, this could be a difficult task actually. Loom coming in immediately. JonSlow doing also double bit X. He's still got enough resources to actually click up to Castle Age, except for the fact that he doesn't have gold and he needs to sell some resources, I guess. Now, towers going up here for both players. I think Terra should be a little bit faster. No, actually DauT is faster. Was Terra faster? It's pretty much the same time. And the tower war will begin. DauT is going to scout around, see what's happening here. Terra is moving back to take the second gold and has 5 idle villages here, plus 5 idols on the tower. Not any longer, because DauT is attacking. Terra is trying to take those villages down. DauT has an advantage here. Can go back to the safety of the tower and at the same time can attack the villages here, but Terra has more villages around. Even though he is with a lot of idols, finally fixing 5 of those, he has the advantage here when it comes to the tower war. Now DauT has not gone for anything as far as I can see military wise. No spearmen, which he doesn't really need, and also no archer ranges, no archers, no scouts, no nothing. Terra is taking wood here, which is surprising to me. He could sell his way to sell his wood to get some gold and to click to Castle Age. I think he just did. No, he's taking gold, but he's missing a little bit of food. Finally going for a few more farms. And the tower rush, I think, was not really the best success ever, but it kept her busy, and that's usually what we want to go. At the same time, the watchtower from DauT will go down now. There's no villages inside any longer. Guess he lost 2 of them while trying to rush this tower down. And Terra, for now, is relatively safe. Another tower coming up, but DauT is not going around, not going forward, and I think that's a very good idea. Wall up the right hand side, make sure that DauT cannot go around and just go in with the towers. DauT doing cross color, JonSlow kicking up to Castle Age, and DauT is finally starting to go for archers here. There's a lot of stone in the bank. DauT should be able to buy his way up to Castle Age anytime he wants. If he's getting enough resources, and he can just use the Saracen's Market, which is really, really awesome to have. And then he should be fine here. Housed on 35. Terror at the same time is on 55 population cap because he built a few more houses. And could get tower. Can you hop through the stable and house corner? Possibly, but DauT is not going to go for it apparently. Instead, he will attack the house or build another watchtower here around just to negate that wood line. Terror in the meantime is going for more houses. He's gonna have the time to do that, and DauT is attacking the houses here. So Terror is going for scale barding. Ava is gonna stable up. Guess we'll go for knights here, and while Vibro is finishing, JonSlow is getting really close to Castle Age. A few more villagers coming around to attack that house. So DauT is going for the aggressive approach here. He is nowhere close to clicking up the Castle Age. Instead, he's got a decent amount of archers here, 4 of them with fletching, of course. And he's finally going through that house, but Terror is walling towards his castle, his town center, and he will be fine here. You can see a siege workshop coming up, a second stable, night production starting from both stables actually, and those archers might be in trouble soon. Another watchtower coming up, so DauT is not giving up on this idea, and I think this Trush is actually a lot more successful than the last one we've seen. Chain barding armor even, so Terror is investing a lot into these knights. He only got 3 plus 1, so 4, but a ram also coming in, very important to see, and Terror has these second and third golds in the back, which he didn't scout it. That's really, really bad. Damn it, Terror. Usually you're good with scouting, but in this case, didn't even see his third gold, and he's losing that house, so he's gonna be in trouble soon here. Terror is has to run away, is off gold for now, and those archers should be able to kill a villager too. That's one down, that's the second villager down, but the knight's going in. This is so important. Terror has like 5 or 6 knights going to attack the tower. These archers might try to kill a few more villagers, but they're pretty much dead now. There's no spears around. The knights have +2 and free bloodlines, of course, plus 20% HP for the Franks. That's pretty much free bloodlines. You can see even 2 of them are able to take down, 2 of the knights are able to take down all the archers, and now DauT is clicking up to Castle Age while losing all his army, and Terror should be ahead by a little bit, not by villagers. That's of course a thing that DauT has, even though he lost the villagers forward. I guess he's going to lose them, and it could be quite even, to be honest. And Castle Age coming in. The archers, the villagers, all are going to die here. The villager is dying. This villager is getting into the tower, but the tower will go down eventually. And the ram is taking care of the rest of the towers. So Terror should be fine in that regard of defending his base and getting some map control back. The thing is, DauT, I think, is a better position because he's got a good amount of farmers up, he's got a good amount of wood in the bank. He could go for 2 extra TCs immediately, should go for another lumber camp here. He's still taking a lot of stone, so we might even see a castle coming up from DauT to try and maybe control the main gold and stone. But therefore he would need some pikemen at least, or possibly go for monks. That would be nice too. If he's not getting a castle up forward, he could go for Mamelukes here and be fine with that. I guess we won't see a stable, it's also a possibility, but DauT is moving forward already. Going with a stable actually, maybe for bloodlines, maybe for camels. And then we might see a castle coming up forward, but inside his own base. So he cannot build a castle here, which would have been a dream maybe. Instead is putting down a castle at home, and I hope to see Mamelukes here. I hope to see some action in Castle Age after that rush. DauT is not adding in any extra TCs yet. He's going for that second gold. He's not taking the main gold any longer. The knights for now are able to take control over all the map here, but I think Terror is not going for a monastery yet. Can we see that? No monastery. So we don't see relics getting picked up by Terror. Instead, the castle is up and Mameluk production is starting. You can see DauT is on gold with 5 villagers here. That tree is really annoying, but okay, DauT is dealing with that. Stable is up, and it's going to be 1+3 Mamelukes. Monastery is up to be able to convert some knights. And while that archer range is going down, Terror is on stone. He's got a mangonel. Because why not, I guess, not sure about that, but he's not going for any extra TCs yet. Oh, I'm wrong, he found the gold and he's going for the TC, nice TCs, but I think should be fine with that. A lot of wood around, gold around, and still enough place to put like 4 or 5 farms. Husbandry on the way for DauT here, really interesting. And another TC now, or a second TC coming up here for DauT as well. On the wood line to have safe wood income, I guess that's a good idea. It doesn't really need a TC on gold. And if so, this would be a decent TC spot, but not so much space for farms around. That may be a problem here. Now, Mameluke-wise, how do we look here? That's 3 moving forward, and those Mamelukes should be a lot stronger than these Knights, even though 120 HP against only 65, but the Mamelukes have those at 3 range, and they are really fast here. We have a Monk going out to potentially grab some relics. That's actually the second Monk. First Monk already on the way back home, and Terra is now going for boom mode, I think. Second TC, third TC, up and running, a few farms coming up. We could go for a lot more here, but it's going to lose those Knights, and that was quick. Look at this. 8 attack, but I'm not sure how much bonus attack they have. Those Mamelukes against the Knights. So that's not really an option for Terra. Instead, TC number 4 coming in, and that's ambitious, to say the least, because that TC could get pressured quite early on. Now, at this point in the game, DauT is just going for a third TC and is going for map control, still going to grab as many relics as possible. Not sure, can he see all of them already? No, but the Monk is going to find the last relic that he cannot see. Terra has a monastery up. He's gonna try to go for it, and he's opening the walls. Those Knights won't get converted, and Monk will die. But there is 7 Mamelukes, and I think Terra should be able to see them. Those Mamelukes are gonna kill that Monk first, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Now getting a few hits from those Knights, and actually the number of Knights here is good. But DauT is adding in more, and now those Knights are pretty much doomed. They need to go back, and I think DauT will be able to send another Monk here. Maybe we'll try to grab that relic before Terra can. Terra is also going for a Monk. We have 67 against 61 villagers. Terra going for a wheelbarrow, going for a few more farms as well. I like this. Villager idle, it doesn't really matter at this point. But DauT is using Castle Age Mamelukes, and I like this, because usually we don't see them, usually they're not strong, but against the Franks here, it could actually be like valid to go for them, because Terra has Knights and is still adding in more Knights, which is a little bit of a surprise to me. I think maybe Monks or maybe Pikemen should be better. And again, you need a lot of pikemen to be able to catch those Mamelukes. So actually they're really strong Castle Age unit here at this point in the game. And Terra is on stone. Terra has a lot of wood in the bank once again. That's pretty much the standard we've seen before. Now he's adding in more farms finally. I think he's busy microing, creating units, and then suddenly he's got a lot of wood in the bank and not so much food. Also needs a little bit more gold. DauT at the same time. Let me look. Ooh, DauT sold some wood, I guess. Bought some food potentially, clicking up to Imperial Age. He will be there first. He's 12 villages behind, but he has map control, he has the relic control. He's gonna go with the monks to actually grab that last relic that he's missing. There's number 4, and he's even going out of the village just to take the second stone. He's doing bloodlines now, make these Mamelukes stronger, and I hope we're going to see elite Mamelukes, because that's a unit that's not easy to counter for Franks. You don't get Arbalest. Ooh, that monk is going to die. That was a mistake by DauT, let's be honest. Should have protected that monk better, and it's gonna take a while until DauT is gonna be able to grab that relic then. That's not a big problem. JonSlow is in a score lead by a lot actually. He's also clicking up to Imperial Age, but he is more than 20 villages ahead, and the question is what are we going to see? What's the Imperial Age army here? Barracks coming up, so I guess Halberdiers to have some unit. Potentially bombard cannons. Axemen should be okay-ish. Then again, there's Arbalest, so bombard cannons, Onagers, not sure what siege to get here. I guess Onagers and Axemen should be decent. The castle finally coming up here. JonSlow hasn't been on stone for too long, let's remember that. But I think pikemen and halberdiers is a must here. What do you do against Mamelukes? You cannot go paladins, cavalier paladin, that's just too expensive and not cost effective against Saracens here. Another castle coming from DauT as well in the middle of the map, so he's trying to grab some map control. Interesting to see. Handcart coming in for him, and DauT is up to Imperial Age. What's the idea now? Trebuchet on the way? Scale barding out or the Mamelukes. We might see Celatry soon, but DauT needs to add more villagers, which he's doing. That's very important. He needs some economy. Also going with the villagers to take the extra gold here, but he's got a lot of gold in the bank. Not sure about that one. Let's find out how DauT is going to proceed. He's still going for a lot of Mamelukes, so I guess it makes sense to go for gold. And he's also moving the trebuchet forward to find out about Terra's map, basically. Doesn't have a lot of scouting information, doesn't see the castle here. Maybe he's assuming there is a castle. Can also see the gate, he can see the castle now. I think that trebuchet should move a little to the left and try to attack that castle as soon as possible. Now Terra is doing Halberdier because he's up to Imperial Age. Conscription, chemistry coming in. We might see bombard cannons eventually. I don't think hand cannoneers is an option here. There's no units that Saracens usually makes that you need hand cannons to counter those. We might see, can Saracens do siege onagers? Would be awesome. Like go siege onagers and Mamelukes if you can afford it with 5 relics. And I guess that could be a pretty much unbeatable army. Set a few monks behind that, or a few trash units, maybe even pikemen in front of that. Or lead skirmishers if you need it, and you will be fine. Both players actually doing onagers. I hope we're gonna see siege onagers for DauT. It would be so amazing, because then Terror might be in trouble. I think onagers for Terror is a good idea. And is he going for X-Men as well? Trebuchets for now. The traps, 2 traps underneath the castle are hitting that gate. Now Terror is rewalling here, I guess. I think he should put a house here as well. But he is there in time. Siege workshops coming up, and Terror has enough stone for another castle. I think the Frank castles are somewhat 480 something. Onager moving forward. What does Terror know about the map? You can see the castle, you can see the Mamelukes moving forward, and yeah, DauT is microing those Mamelukes for now, so with micro, the Helvetes will die fast. More barracks coming up as well, Blast Furnace on the way. DauT doing redemption, which is really important for me to see. That means he's gonna add in monks, he's gonna try to convert onagers, and if he can get them, this could be really interesting. Also, Elite Mameluk on the way. Then I'm missing, yeah, Blast Furnace coming in, I'm missing Cemetery. Like those Elite Mamelukes could have 130 HP total, I think. And I guess they can get the last defense upgrade as well. Don't recall me on that, maybe I'm wrong. One onager from DauT moving forward. Cannot see Terror's army. You can see there's still a few knights around, and those knights are actually good at this point. Just snipe that single onager. Of course, they're going to die now. Maybe not all of them, but most of them. And now, of course, DauT has to go back. You can see the Helvetes. He knows, yeah, not a good way to go. Now, those onagers behind the Mamelukes should be able to do some damage. Nice shot here. Terror took some damage. Again, now a few Helvetes going down. And Terror has his own onagers moving forward. So, what do we see? We do see a lot of Helvetes. Ooh, friendly fire. And the castle from DauT is going down fast, because there's 5 trebuchets from Terror, but he's lost all his Helvetes. He's getting the castle for that. So that might have been a good fight, but he lost a lot. You can see the KD hugely in favor of DauT, and now DauT is moving in to take down at least the onagers. He won't be able to take down trebuchets easily, and JonSlow is also sending in more onagers and is actually fighting a good battle here. Took down all the onagers, took down the castle, and I guess he took at least some of those Mamelukes. Elite Throwing Axemen coming in, really interesting upgrade, I like it. I want to see the Elite Throwing Axemen being utilized here. We have both General and 2-man saw, but it's DauT doing another castle, a little bit more in the back. Archer range is coming up on the side. Mamelukes still getting micro, the Helvetes are too slow to go there, and a single Elite Throwing Axeman, yeah, poor guys, going down, but they have 1+3 pierce armor against 14 attacks, so they are actually not too tanky, but at least a little bit. 2-man saw for DauT only now. I guess he could have forgotten it earlier, but better late than never here, and more barracks on the way, so we're gonna see more Helvetes. Of course, there's still a good counter, but it's DauT going to do with the Archer Rangers? Are we going to see Elite Skirmishers? Archer production starting. Interesting. He's taking the extra gold here. He's taking the extra gold back at home, and he's got the 5 relics. So DauT can actually afford this. Look at the resources. He's looking really good here. Terror's in a score lead, but DauT has the gold. And if this game's going long with the Saracens market bonus, I think DauT should be able to get a good advantage. Outposts coming in on the weak side here. We might see a forward from DauT here soon. Makes sense. Terror in the meantime is finally moving forward a little bit. He's sending the Helvetes. That's dangerous. Those monks cannot really do a lot. There's no onagers around. And now, still, DauT has to go back because those Helvetes, and now there's Elite Throwing Axemen in the mix. Taking down onagers, really quick, but a lot of them going down as well. Can he get the last onager? That was expensive. The Elite Throwing Axemen are not cheap. Maybe take down the Bombard Cannon? No, no chance. Instead, Terror is again buying his time to get one of DauT's castles down. DauT, though, is adding in Arbalest, and if JonSlow is going for onagers, he should be fine here. Other than that, everything that Terror has on the map, on the field, is getting countered by ARBs, and those ARBs are not fully upgraded, but they have the attack upgrades, and I guess the defense upgrades are coming in soon. Leather Archer armor on the way. Now Terror is going for more Elite Throwing Axemen. He's repairing his castles, and he's still with a better economy, I guess. He had those 120 plus villagers for longer. Only problem is the gold, and Terror is adding in a lot of Helvetes against those Arbalest. It's gonna be tough. DauT is not adding in any more of these elite Mamelukes. Instead he's going for trebuchets. Only has one castle left. So stone-wise, DauT is not really looking good. Bombard cannons trying to attack those elite throwing X-Men. And the Halberdiers, they're just so big in numbers that they're just moving in on those Arbalests. And Arbalests don't have a lot of defense here. So they are dying even to Halberdiers once they're getting close. You can see the elite throwing X-Men moving in, trying to take down the last of the siege units. But DauT is adding in more and more Arbalests. So it was actually a decent fight for JonSlow. 3 trebuchets around. Those traps are trying to snipe units here, I guess. Now Terror is packing them, and nobody really has map control. Terror is taking over the left-hand side, moving forward with castles towards DauT's base, and DauT at the same time is going around with villagers. No forward yet. I hope we're going to see one. Bring Archer on the way. Those Arbalests, as long as no Onagers are around, should be fine here. Lead throwing X-Men with Bearded X done, 5 range, but against 8. And 4 pierce armor against 2, should be 3 melee armor. I guess the lead throwing X-Men, as long as you have enough of them, can move forward, you will be fine. Trebuchet is going down really fast here, but Terror is losing a castle. Those Arbalests should be able to clean up everything though. Bombard cannon is going down, it's going down quite fast here. Still, Arbalest around, and Halberdier is getting in close once again. DauT may need some trash units in front of his Arbalest to be able to protect him better. DauT, Terror is going for another castle here, even more forward, only 3 tiles, or maybe technically 6, 7 tiles, I'm not sure. But has to go back because no Onagers around, and he's going for battering rams now. I don't really like the decision. I think he needs to go for Onagers against those Arbalest, or at least add in some elite skirmishers, and I guess that's what he's doing. I'm not really happy with the elite skirmish, but he may need them over time, and eventually it's gonna be helpful for him. He's also taking extra stone here, so we will be able to get more castles. How's the elite skirmish upgrade looking? Coming in somewhere? No, light cav instead. A few stables coming up as well. I like the idea to go for light cav here. There's no more camel units around, so the light cav will be able to approach the Arbalest even faster. DauT though is doing the same thing, plate barding armor on the way. I think DauT could even go and try for some Hussar rating in the end. Maybe use an Onager to cut in. Terror could do the same thing technically, and DauT is actually rewalling as he is overchopped. Guess this could be overchopped as well. There's a few villages around, but they should be in a decent position. It's not easy to go there. Light cav trying to raid. Actually, they're taking out a few villages, but now this Halberdier are catching up. Husbandry, Leather Archer Armor, Ballistics also coming for JonSlow, and DauT doesn't have siege, so he's not pushing. Could go for capped rams. Bombard cannons, trebuchets are more expensive. Traps probably not the worst idea here against the castle, especially. But DauT doesn't have an easy way to like break Terror. Now he's going for siege workshops. Can Terror see those? He can see the outpost, and yes, the light cav show him there is a siege workshop. Light cav was just passing by. Arbalest taking down the trebuchet, but need to go back once again because there's the lead throwing X-Men moving forward. Like this, that's a bad fight for JonSlow. Wasn't controlling his army. Now we don't see the fight between infantry and Arbalest, but I guess Arbalest with more numbers should be better here, and DauT is also adding in elite skirmishers to have some trash unit, to not always have to use the gold units here. Capped rams, pattern rams, actually capped rams soon to come for both players. It's not a bad idea, but I'm not sure if it's the thing that you really want to go for. I think Onager still would be better. DauT, very good resources, should go for Hussars in my opinion. And does he have all the upgrades on the Arbalest? I guess so, yeah, looks fine. He's also taking on another castle with the 2 trebuchets he has. He's Onagers behind that. Siege ram coming in for DauT as well. This might change the game a little bit. Siege rams on the map, like to go forward, might be really interesting. But Terror is also stopping that forward. We tried to, now he's getting stopped himself. And I think DauT can just send a villager or 2 and finish that forward, try to go for some annoying push here. Arbalest getting attacked by elite skirmishers. That's not a good fight for DauT. DauT needs to go back here, but he's not. He's trying to fight this, or maybe he forgot about the Arbalest. Now he's finally moving back here. That was not the best fight ever. Terror is behind in score, but population-wise looks quite close. And with siege rams coming in, Terror doing capped rams. I think as long as the elite throwing X-Men are around, those siege rams will die fast. So Terror still needs castles. He's got 2 of them at least. Yeah, that's the 2 he has. And he could go for 1 more. He's got a lot of gold in the bank right now. Not sure where he's taking the gold. Maybe selling resources. That's also possible. And he is still taking gold here in the bank. And I think I remember the live stream that Terror was moving to the gold recently at this point in the game. He forgot about it, or maybe he didn't see it somehow. Now Terror is also saying, okay, let me try to clear that forward. It's really annoying to have that. So let's try to defend here. And Terror has a lot of army, 81 against only 50. Population capped on 200 now. DauT is on 175. Low on gold. I guess the market prices are down or have been down for long. Yeah, that's 19 for the Saracens here. That's a decent trade-off, but still, you cannot afford too many gold units. Also, light cav rating starting here for Terror. He's trying to go for those villages, and he's actually able to do so. DauT is not seeing that right now because he's again focusing in the middle and trying to fight with arbalist against elite skirmishes. That's a mistake. DauT needs more trash units, and I wish he had hussars because then he could just kill off all the elite skirmishers. There's no hellblades around to protect them, at least not many. At the same time, DauT is losing villages. He is on 107, only 53 military units. And Terra is starting to push. Chivalry coming in. I think that makes the stables faster. Could be really helpful actually to have the faster stables. Also, Terra going with a forward castle, siege workshop coming up, fortified wall. Because why not? I guess against the forward, as long as you can afford it. And Terra has a lot of resources in the bank. DauT, after switching to Arbalest, was able to defend, but wasn't able to do more. He needed to add in some more siege maybe, and I think some hussars, some trash. He needed more numbers, maybe needed more villages as well. Now, DauT is weak here on that side, and those siege workshops probably producing cat prams to try and move forward. Also, DauT is losing a lot of villages here on the outside. That's the Arabia DauT we see. Cemetery coming in because elite Mameluke production started again. Really surprised, but DauT has a second castle up, so I guess it could make sense. If DauT is going for elite Mamelukes and is able to mass them, and Terra might be in trouble. Elite Mamelukes are really strong at this point in the game. There's not a lot that counters them. Elite skirmishes might be okay-ish, but you just don't want to fight that as in DauT's point of view. We have Halberdiers taking on the forward here, a few stables coming up on the outside, but Terra is starting to push here, and it's not looking bad for him. He's not in score lead, but he's not far behind. Population-wise, it still looks better for him. And he's taking a fight with elite skirmishes against mostly gold units. There's not so many elite skirms around for DauT. JonSlow is about to lose that castle against the two trebuchets here. He's trying to repair it, but I think it's going down with the next volley. Double volley, there we go. Bye-bye castle. Still, he's keeping DauT busy at home at the same time. He's clearing the map, he's getting more map control back. And it's pretty much idle units, but they're taking now the stables forward. That's not a big problem. Now, same military numbers for both players. DauT has more here around. You can see that's a big army, but still no siege and almost no gold in the bank. Got a decent amount of wood and food in the bank at least, but he's weak on this side and think he could have walled this off earlier on. Should get rid of those siege workshops. That's really necessary. He's got a trebuchets. Where is he moving them? Did he... Please tell me he didn't lose them. He's got a bombard cannon or a siege ram here, sorry. And he might have lost the traps. I didn't see it, but I think he did. Maybe the throwing will move forward. Now, DauT is still defending at home. Terra is still moving forward with the Halberdiers and light cav, so DauT eventually is going to lose all his forward on the right-hand side. And DauT with more military units, but not by a lot, here is trying to gain a little bit of the ground back. Also over chopping, no, the village is just moving around. I think DauT needs just one siege ram to take down those siege workshops and then try to go for the middle again, try to get rid of all the buildings. Like one trap behind his army to take down the buildings, or maybe bombard cannon, but it's so easy to say, it's so hard in post-imperial age where you don't have gold. DauT still has the 5 verdicts, let's not forget that, and the KD is amazing. Look at this, 600 against 300, that's just so in favor of DauT, and still JonSlow is not really far behind. Now he's falling behind a little bit, he's losing a lot of army here. Elite Mamelukes are very, very strong. Looks good for DauT on the right hand side, nothing really happening. Terra should move his army there, I think. He should bring it back. And now DauT is continuing to push, but he needs siege units. He needs something to push here. And I guess siege rams might be an option. DauT can still sell resources for a good price because he's got these Saracens here. And on the left, nothing happening. Terra is with 78 military units now again, so he's amassing more light cav, elite skirmishers, Halberdiers, full trash war against elite Mamelukes. DauT needs to add in trash himself. I think he should go for light cav as well, maybe go for a few more elite skirmishers. He's still trying to go for as many elite Mamelukes as he can, and we might see a very important battle soon, because if Terra is deciding to attack, DauT might need to run. And those Arbalests here are getting attacked by elite skirmishers, that's something we don't want to have. Also getting surrounded by light cav and Halberdiers now. That's not good. DauT is losing a huge part of his army here. Only on 41, under 40 military units, and he needs to move back faster. He needs to go towards the castle. Elite Mameluke production is still going, but Terra now is going back. Doesn't want to lose too many of his Halberdiers, I guess. On the right-hand side, a few idle military units, not too good. Idle villages, none at all for both players. That's really impressive to see. All the villages are working. On the left-hand side, nothing happening. So the main battle is happening in the middle between elite Mamelukes and... yeah, for now, trash units. A lot of trash. Few traps, I like this. And Terra has still a few elite throwing axemen on the field. and he might need them. Elite Mamelukes trying to go in through the gate. That's a mistake. You cannot go with that. And DauT is getting caught between two groups of Halberdiers. Oh, that's very, very bad for him. You need to move back immediately. You need to go for elite skirmishers, man. Why are you not producing? You have a lot of resources in the bank. Ooh, and the first raiding coming in. Now DauT is open, and Terra is saying, I have light cav. I am on 189 population, so why not go there? And you can see the Mamelukes are chasing down the light cav, but a few of the villagers will die. DauT is only on 100 villagers. That's not a lot. I think he should be on 120, 130 maybe, and he needs to produce. DauT has stopped production completely. No archer range producing, no stable producing, only the elite Mamelukes, and that's a mistake. DauT maybe wanted to go for that, but he's losing the castle trebuchets now. Actually, he took down both traps, but again lost a few of his elite Mamelukes, and I think that wasn't even a good trade gold-wise. You can see terrorists chasing DauT now. Raiding still continuing. Those light cav, no, that one will go down over time. 3 HP only, but terrorists even moving forward underneath the castle, and DauT is losing more and more of his military units. Castle standing though, he's repairing that, doesn't have stone left now, and is finally adding in a few more elite skirmishers. I'm not sure why DauT didn't produce. He's got a score lead, but he's so low on population now, 95 villagers only, 26 military units. All his elite Mamelukes going down, that's not good for him. Looks like Terra is about to turn the tides here and get a lot map control back. If he's adding a little bit siege, he might be able to push this completely. DauT is too low on production. He's going with a few elite skirmishes now, but you can see this is not enough, and they're dying really fast here. Terra should be able to produce a lot faster. He's got a lot more production buildings. Look at this, this is crazy. Could even finish the barracks here. Now DauT is over chopping, which is dangerous. The thing is though, DauT needs army, and he doesn't have a lot. JonSlow doesn't have a lot. You can see resources all down. DauT has a few resources banked, but he's still behind on the military count. And Terra is moving forward. One trebuchet, that's enough at this point, to be honest. And light cav moving in to take down elite skirmishers. Elite skirmishers from Terra as well. They're not really strong because they're missing Bracer, of course. And Halberdiers, of course, very good for Franks here. Men-at-Arms coming from DauT, that's not a good idea, to be honest. I don't really like it. Go for siege. Use your gold on the onagers, for example, on trebuchets, on whatsoever, and use the rest of your resources for trash units. Monastery going down. The more relics are in that monastery that is inside DauT space, but pretty forward. And now Terra is moving in. Elite skirmishers and light cav for both players. Difference is elite Mamelukes against Halberdiers and 3 trebuchets to hit that castle soon. This is not looking good for DauT. The score maybe not getting closer. Population both are on 190 plus. Terra is population capped, and he's just standing around his trebuchets now to protect those. Losing a few of the light cav, but it's not a big problem. Terra can easily replace those. I think he's got the resources to do so. Yeah, probably got cured of a lot of units. Elite Mamelukes moving in again, but I need to go back. The elite skirmish is too strong. Only 4 pierce armor against 6 attack. Well, that's actually should take a while. And skirms shouldn't get a bonus damage against elite Mamelukes, do they? I think not. But trebuchets took down the castles. The siege workshops will fall, and if those archer ranges going down and no more elite skirmisher production, then DauT might be in serious trouble here. Look at this. Both on 110 villages roughly, and Terra 114. Trebuchets though hitting everything, and big battle of trash units here. Longswords becoming in squires. DauT actually wants to switch, but can he afford it? He doesn't have a lot of gold, and I don't really like the idea here to go for champions. I'm not sure what's the idea behind that. Against the Halberdiers maybe, but I'd rather go for elite skirmishers and possibly hussars even. That might be a better option. If DauT can go for standard infantry, then we might have a game here. Then we might have a really interesting turn once again. You can see Terra is pushing over more and more military units. Big fight happening here. 3 trebuchets still standing around. Not doing a lot, even focus firing on the elite skirmishers. 200 swordsmen on the way. It will be a surprise when Terra is seeing standard infantry. He's moving in from all sides. He's producing a lot. You can see he's going for more stables now. Terra doesn't have a lot of resources in the bank, but he's producing a lot here. And he is population capped once again, 190. And still producing, while DauT on only 165. Those 5 relics might go down soon, and Terra can see them. I'm not sure why he's not attacking the monastery. He should do so. In the end, looks like DauT is getting out a few of those 200 swordsmen, but Terra still has the military lead. Left hand side is only producing to center the middle. That's a big battle here. Look at this, 1 hour and 23 minutes in. Pikemen coming in for DauT even. Oh, that's interesting. I guess it's not a bad idea, but I'm not sure if it's going to help him a lot here. The trebuchets finally moving forward. Terra is sending in more and more, and the question is who can produce faster. That's really what it comes down to. Now JonSlow is low on everything. DauT pretty much low on everything except for wood. Could sell it if he wanted to, but Terra is winning the battles for the army numbers just. It's just the numbers that's giving him the win. And look at this, DauT on 14 military units now is losing everything. I think the 200 swordsman switch was a mistake. DauT had not the time nor the resources, neither the time nor the resources to go for that. And it looks like Terror is winning this game now. The monastery is down, no more gold for DauT except from the market. And Terror is moving in with the trebuchets. Please tell me that Terror is going for a monk. Yeah, immediately going for that. Wants to get the relics in, wants to get gold income. And now the trebuchets are free to hit everything. TC will go down first, and we might see the stables and archer ranges fall. And Terror is moving in the light cav to try and go for some raiding. The elite skirmishers just moving around on those empty farms. And DauT is on 94 villages, but only on 120 population. That's not looking good for him. Got a few of those villages idle here, a few villages still taking lumber on the right hand side. But look at this, Terror is controlling everything. And 1 hour 26 minutes, I'd say Terror is winning this game. Just amazing how he pushed with pretty much only trash and siege. DauT, maybe some small mistakes. Did go for a lot of elite Mamluks, but didn't back them up with like trash units, which he should have done. If he did that, I think he would have taken that game, because elite Mamluks plus trash is hard, or it would have been hard to beat in that situation. Instead, light cav raiding starting once again, villagers falling. DauT is on 81 villagers. Terror is saying, hello, that's a nice base, I want to take it. I've got decent resources, I'm 200 population now, I'm getting some relics in, trebuchets moving forward, no resistance, 22 military units only. This is definitely the GG. Terror is now even selling wood to get some gold in, I guess for more trebuchets possibly, no more monks actually. Get those relics in faster. The traps hitting the next TC. Yeah, this is GG. Look at this. DauT still in a score lead, but calling the GG, he knows this is lost. He knows he cannot come back from this. Not enough production, not enough military units. And the KD, a lot better from DauT here, but Terror had the endurance to like go for the whole game, go for trash alone, and a little bit of siege, and in the end win it. Hope you enjoyed this one. A longer game, but a very, very strong game by both players. And see you in the next games. GG.